Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 wildest Gordon Ramsay moments.
So painful. Start again.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most unbelievable, jaw-dropping things Chef Ramsay has said or done. Number 10. Surprise, surprise, Hell's Kitchen. Though Ben Kaler had started off this particular episode of Hell's Kitchen with a sense of determination to succeed, his spirits were quickly crushed as everything fell apart, quite literally.
Oh my God. Right when I walked outside the door, I knew what I was going to have to do.
During his intense and grueling dinner service, Chef Ramsay's animosity towards Ben was all too apparent as he came down exceptionally hard on the cook.
Ben, I can see from here that it's all one big jolly.
I was just telling Bobby, hey man, good job, you know?
Wasting my time.
Afterwards, Ramsay compared the dinner service to a horror movie. If that's true, then it must have been an M. Night Shyamalan film, with the twist Chef Ramsay threw at Ben. Though Ben initially thought Ramsay's words were a compliment, the rug was quickly pulled out from underneath him in a painful revelation.
You do seriously surprise me.
Thank you, Chef. I was hoping you'd see that. I mean, I'd give it all I got. Give you 110.
You surprise me to how you are.
Oh, thank you.
I was expecting more.
Ouch, even we can feel how much that one hurt. Number 9. Gordon the Elf, Master Chef Jr. This next entry feels like it comes straight out of a fever dream and serves as one of the biggest departures from Gordon Ramsay's intimidating image. In a holiday-themed episode, the Master Chef Jr. kitchen has been turned into a winter wonderland, complete with snow, decorations, and Gordon in some festive attire. Whilst it is a welcome change to see him acting silly and light-hearted, we definitely can't take him too seriously when it's time to judge the competition. Not to mention, there is something very disconcerting about seeing him in candy cane leggings and a curly-haired wig. Suffice it to say, we wouldn't want to be caught on Chef Ramsay's naughty list. Number 8. Burnt Duck Speciality, Hell's Kitchen.
How long? 7 minutes, Chef.
7 minutes, why so long?
Quail.
Oh no.
Quail's gotta rest.
The quail's not cooked. Hello? What time did I call out the order?
An hour and cooked.
While pissing off Chef Ramsay in Hell's Kitchen is pretty standard, it's not every contestant that absolutely breaks the man. After struggling through multiple dinner services, Tom finally pushed Gordon to the edge when the duck he was cooking caught on fire. Already fed up, the sight was too much for Chef Ramsay.
Yeah, and you're putting the quail
No, I have the ones there.
That's for that in order there!
The absolute despair on his face and pain in his voice made him seem like he was questioning everything that had led up to that moment.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I've had enough. I've had enough!
Thankfully, instead of ripping out his own hair, he opted to tear into Tom. And just like the duck, Tom's hopes of winning Hell's Kitchen went up in flames.
Give me a jacket and get out of Hell's Kitchen.
Number 7. La La Land, Kitchen Nightmares.
I'm hoping that you can act, because you clearly can't cook. The food was shocking. The calamari weren't even fresh.
While many restaurant owners featured on Kitchen Nightmares are in denial about their failing businesses, the owner of this pizzeria is straight up delusional. From the get-go, Ramsay found it hard to wrap his head around the restaurant's overcomplicated menu, reliance on pre-made or frozen food, and Sebastian's reluctance to change.
What I'm going to confirm now is that the confusion has gone. Gone, yeah, is a confusion.
And it was the last factor that forced Ramsay to deal out one of the harshest reality checks we've ever witnessed. Though Sebastian displayed his own kind of unhinged energy throughout the episode, it was Ramsay's savage comments that pulled the man out of La La Land and sent him straight into the 5 stages of grief.
I'm 40 years of age, and I've gone to a lot of restaurants, but I've never, ever met someone I believe in as little as you.
Number 6. Inedible Food, Kitchen Nightmares. It's no secret that the restaurants featured on Kitchen Nightmares have their fair share of problems, but Fiesta Sunrise takes the cake, or should we say, the whole enchilada. Aside from financial hardships and complicated family relationships, the kitchen is where the real problems lie.
What is going on here? What's that?
The burritos,
What's that one?
the chicken enchiladas.
Oh, how?
Oh my God!
Upon inspection, Gordon Ramsay was met with unsanitary conditions, bug infestation, and inedible-looking food.
Oh my God.
Appalled that this was the same food he and others were served, he fired away insults at the restaurant's management.
Who's cleaning around here? Do they seriously put food on those plates?
While some of his comments may have gone a bit far, we can't blame his outrage given the stomach-churning sights. Though ruthless, he did the customers of Fiesta Sunrise a favour when he told them to put their forks down during dinner service.
That thing in your hand, put it down. If you'd just seen where it's come from, like I have, you wouldn't be eating it.
Number 5. If you can't handle the heat, hot ones. Chef Ramsay is used to dealing out harsh criticism and insults in the kitchen, but in Hot Ones Season 8 premiere, it was his turn to take the heat.
I think that's, I feel like that's burning a new ring on my ass.
Despite not being impressed with the quality of the show's wings, their spice gave Ramsay a run for his money. While it was unusual, yet entertaining, to see the tough chef sweating and crying through the pain, his methods of combating the heat were even more unusual. In completely unhinged Gordon Ramsay fashion, the man chugged Pepto-Bismol and doused his mouth in citrus juices, between cussing out his predicament and worrying about his ring.
This is amazing. The lime, does that work?
Overall, it's no surprise that Chef Ramsay's chaotic antics and playful demeanour resulted in one of the show's most successful interviews.
Programming happens outside of the restaurant setting.
Number 4. Don't cry over thrown steak, Hell's Kitchen. From the start of Seth Levine's journey on Hell's Kitchen, his lack of experience proved to be a point of contention in the young chef's ability to contribute to his team. Despite this, Seth often boasted confidence, where instead he should have been a bit more humble.
Bounce your way down here, let's go. Touch it, touch it, touch it.
It's cold.
During a steakhouse-themed dinner service, both teams had moments that pushed Gordon Ramsay to the edge, but it was Seth's inexperience that sent him overboard.
Nothing is going out. What are you actually doing, Seth?
I'm playing the filet mignon, chef.
When Seth attempted to fillet a piece of meat, Ramsay noticed how horribly he butchered it. Furious, he hurled the scraps towards the inept cook.
We f***ing wasting the most expensive part. Look at it. What are you going to do, get Daddy to buy you a new one?
Though Seth commented that he knows what to do next time, we think it was pretty bold of him to assume that there would be a next time. Number 3. Raj Fish, Hell's Kitchen.
Taste it, taste it, taste it, taste it. Not an ounce of seasoning.
What are you... Do it again. Don't argue with chef.
Don't talk back to chef. He says something, you say yes, chef, and move on.
Many contestants that have passed through Hell's Kitchen have gotten on the nerves of Chef Ramsay, but none have provoked such irritation as Raj Branson. From the start of this particular dinner service, Raj had major issues at the fish station. He sent food too early, used questionable cooking techniques, and ate food that was sent back.
Everybody hates me, la 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 la.
However, Ramsay finally reached his boiling point when Raj sent up raw salmon. While you may have expected Ramsay to throw the piece of meat in his typical fashion, he instead opted to take his frustration out by smashing the fish into oblivion with his bare hand.
Oh dear. Raj! Come here, you. It's raw. It's raw!
It's real, okay.
We can't help but feel sorry for the innocent piece of salmon and suspect that Chef Ramsay was picturing Raj's face. Number 2. Positively brutal, Hell's Kitchen. On nearly every one of Gordon Ramsay's programs, you can expect and even look forward to the colourful language and brutal insults he throws at his chefs.
Has absolutely zero flavor. It's like eating a piece of paper.
However, you might be surprised when he directs the same energy towards his customers, as one diner found out in Hell's Kitchen. After returning an inadequate dish, this guest made her way to the kitchen to complain to a very busy Chef Ramsay.
It's the same goddamn thing. You plated the same thing.
With all of the nerve in the world, she whistled to get his attention. As you can imagine, Gordon didn't take too kindly to this.
Let's go.
Chef!
Right. Don't whistle at me. I'm not your dog, yeah? You look more like a dog than I do.
In an act of sweet justice for service industry workers everywhere, he put her in her place. And we learned that sometimes it's best to keep a muzzle on it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Whole or diced? Hell's Kitchen.
That's your risotto with butternut squash.
And where's the mushrooms?
They're right in there.
Yeah, and why is it stiff? And this is with help.
Our final entry is a win for all customer service representatives around the world. During a rough dinner service on Hell's Kitchen, one customer did not find his pumpkin risotto to his liking.
There's like these little
There's no pumpkin.
I don't want it.
You don't want it, but you finished it almost.
Service, please. Pick up.
There's no pumpkin in it.
Yeah.
This is like ordering risotto with no rice.
Despite having eaten most of it, the man insisted on returning his plate to the kitchen. Jean-Philippe's smirk seemed to hint at what was in store for this demanding guest. His entitled attitude immediately rubbed Chef Ramsay the wrong way. Not about to let this rude guest walk all over him or his cooks, Ramsay told the man where he could shove it, leaving him absolutely speechless.
Spaghetti, one risotto. Yes? Oh, are you always going to be that rude and interrupt when I'm trying to talk?
I just want more pumpkin, that's all I want.
Right, well, I'll get you more pumpkin. I'll ram it right up your f***ing ass. Would you like it whole or diced?
The moment is extremely satisfying because, as we all know, the customer is not always right, especially in Hell's Kitchen.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.